So, what is the magic pill to performing at a very high level, day in and day out? For me, that happens to be not only what you do on the job, but what you're doing outside of the job. For me, I've learned that the most powerful thing that anyone can do for themselves is work on themselves, and that's self-development. And I've learned that through coaching, through mentors, partners, and people that operate at a very high level. If you ever look at their podcasts or their YouTube videos, they typically always have a bookshelf behind them. So they are obtaining that information and that mindset from other people that have done it before. So I figure, let me share some of that information that I've gained throughout this year outside of coming to work every day, and the things that I've learned from these powerful books in front of me. Well, it's said that in business or anything that we're trying to do, 20% is strategy and 80% is mindset. So how can we develop that mindset to go ahead and produce the results that we're looking for? And for me, these are some of the books that allow me to develop that mindset of positive thinking and staying focused on what the end game is. Even when times get hard in business, we have to continuously develop our mindset and continuously chase those goals. So one of my favorite books here on the bottom, this is my very favorite book, 3 Magic Words. It's really developed on how easy it is to go ahead and attain the things that you want versus the things that you don't want. It's just as easy either way, and it's up to you to choose either positivity or negativity. It's having faith in either one. This other book, U Squared, is all about mindset and attracting the things into your life that you really want to have. So as you can see, as I continue to show you some of these, a lot of them worked for me as far as developing my mindset, but many others might want to lose weight or learn how to cook, or anything in life. You'll get it through a book. One of the books that I don't have here that I figure I would speak about is my spirituality, right? So I was able to accomplish a goal of mine that was very important and start the Bible from Genesis to Revelations. And so that's my spiritual life, and I did complete that in 2023 along with these other books. And currently right now, I don't have the book here, but I am currently reading 2 books. I'm reading Alex Hormozzi, $100 Million Leads, and I am also reading Lars Hedenborg, Scale or Die, for real estate. So as I said, continuously feeding the mindset. The one thing, I love how this book starts, is basically narrowing down in business that one thing that you're going to choose, that one domino that knocks all the other dominoes over. So, a good analogy is trying to chase 2 rabbits. You're going to soon find out you won't catch neither one of them. So it's just focusing on one rabbit at a time. This book by A.L. Williams, who was actually an insurance owner, started as a rep and then an owner. And if you're in sales, must read. This is completely about persistence, consistency, discipline. He had a calling as to why he was doing what he was doing. He was selling a product that he felt his cousin needed when he died, or someone in his family. And he realized, even though he was selling something that was a calling for him, he still had to go through the negativity of people shutting the door on him, hanging up on him, and he pushed through and ended up being one of the biggest insurance brokers in the world. Money People Deal by Stefan Aarnio is part of what we do on the investing side and raising capital and having what they call partners for life and JV partnerships. Some of the stuff that we do in Atlantic City, the formula and the model comes from this book. Again, Wealth Can't Wait is truly just about real estate investing, buying and holding, where to put your money in, how to save X amount so you could, retire, not just depending on your 401k. So again, a powerful book on real estate investing. If you are a Keller Williams agent or even a Century 21 agent, doesn't matter. I've learned that the only way to make more money, like Jim Rohn says, is adding more value to the marketplace. So you add more value by becoming more intelligent in what you do. So the Millionaire Real Estate Investor is all about the formulas and the tools and systems that we need and the mindset behind investing. So again, a must read. He's also written, which I read multiple times, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, which helps you develop your business as a real estate agent. The Traveler's Gift, I actually was recommended this book by Aaron Novello, who I'm actually developing a relationship with now in coaching. And it's basically about a guy down his journey, and he happens to get into a car accident, and then in that car accident, he just starts seeing powerful figures like John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln, and he happens to get different messages from these people as far as inspiring him to just keep going. So very, very powerful read. This one was actually recommended by Patrick Bet-David. Only the Paranoia survived. I actually read this towards the end of 2023. And this is basically the story of Intel and how they had an edge on the market. They basically had their market cornered in. And eventually they found themselves in less than a year, a multi-billion-dollar company, basically not even almost able to survive until they had to narrow down their focus and again, choose that one thing. So again, only the paranoid survive, and that's basically the message behind the book. Stay paranoid, not fearful or worried. My favorite motivational speaker, aside from Tony Robbins, is Jim Rohn. My number one, which Tony Robbins actually was a student of his. And this is just the little disciplines that you can do on the daily to actually conquer whatever goal you're trying to do. So he speaks about, like, if it's just eating an apple a day or walking a mile a day, you know, not just starting, I'm gonna go lose weight and lose 100 pounds in 2 months. He's just breaking down those goals into simple daily habits. That's what this book is about. One of my favorites. And because I'm in sales and I'm still a real estate agent, this is a must read. Fanatical prospecting is basically what us agents must be doing day in and day out, which is basically prospecting, follow up, and the boredom of what we do every day, because you have to do it literally every day, the same thing. Now, this book is about the language, the communication, the skill set, the follow-up process behind prospecting. So in sales, by far, it's a must read. So if you guys aren't already following the page, please do. And most importantly, these books, I purchased some of them on Amazon, some of them I've walked into Barnes & Noble, some of them I've gotten from other people that know I'm, avid reader. But if you ever wanna, sharpen that mindset, go to Amazon, start adding these books to your carts. You don't have to go and buy 10 of them right now, one by one. Some word of advice before I let you guys go is, what I happen to do is, if I find the book that I want and I'm currently reading one, I don't purchase it until I actually finish the one that I'm currently reading, because I find myself just purchasing and not getting the reading done. So today, my new formula is, I challenge myself to finish a book or be on the last chapter, and then I go ahead and purchase that next book, So again, go to Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, sharpen up the mindset, sharpen up the skill set, and bring that positivity into your life and your business.